Science fiction is truly a unique genre, although Doctor Who is an amazing example of a series that captivates its audience and encompasses possesses possesses an ability to think outside the box. With that said, Doctor Who is also one of the oldest science fiction television series that is still ongoing. In its vast history is quite interesting, from its beginnings of how it began to what the series is about in how the classic and reboot series of Doctor Who the differences between the two is something that is quite enticing and is quite unique to learn about. Now, in order to understand the history, you should know about its first producer, Verity Lambert. She was the first female producer in BBC's history to get a role a, in producing a series like Doctor Who. Although the series itself was supposed to be an educational for families to sit back and watch, as it involves time travel, as it was supposed to be a tool to bring the historical event to the audience. While that is true, it started to pivot from that goal in the late 80s, 60s into more of aliens and science fiction. With that said, Doctor Who first first episode came out November 23rd, 1963. While they had to put the episode again the next week due to the John F. Kennedy's assassination that happened November 22nd, making it also the series also the first to air after the first series to air after the the newscast of such proportion. The the TV show is about the Doctor, the who is a Time Lord, and is traveling with his granddaughter Susan from Gallifrey, and they encounter Ian Chesterton and Susan, and they with them being the first companions, and they go on a journey through time and space as they look to go back to England as the Doctor technically kidnapped them. But the series itself is on the travel. With that said, Doctor said it became more with aliens with the second story arc titled The Daleks, which was when they traveled to an alien planet known as Skaro and encounter the Daleks. Besides that, the Doctor, the, the in general, is the travels through space and time in a spacecraft known as the TARDIS, which stands for Time and Relative Dimensions in Space. The TARDIS that looks like this is bigger on the inside, and due to a broken computing circuit which allows it to blend into its surroundings, it is stuck in the form of a police box. Moving on from that would be the classic series in general are the series or seasons of Doctor Who that that are from 1963 to 1989, although including the reboot attempt in 1996, which was the movie featuring Paul McGann. Doc, the series the episodes in the classic series were 25 minutes, didn't have that good quality, although a, they were more story oriented in such a where even though they were 25 minutes in length, the episodes there were there was multiple episodes to complete a story, which ranged from 3 to 12 episodes. With that said, the BBC titled those episodes as Torchwood, in which was the early 60s and 70s episodes, and they deleted them. And 97 episodes are still missing from the classic series. Following that, the reboot of the series started in 2005 by Russell T Davies, who brought Christopher Eccleston into the series. He used to play as the Doctor for the first season of the reboot. With his companion in Rose Tyler, he starts to feel more normal as he was involved in a war with the Time Lords. Well, he helped the Time Lords in the Time War, which basically wiped out the Time Lords, which was against the Daleks and the Time Lords. And as the series progressed, more information about it came to light, although the aspect about the Time War is big in this series until the 50th anniversary, which was in 2013. Although now the writer is Stephen Moffat, who will be stepping down this December, as well as Peter Capaldi, who currently plays the Doctor. With that said, these actors all played as the Doctor, from William Hartnell to Peter Capaldi. These actors put their lives and personalities to play the Doctor in a unique way that throughout the entire series. Although another thing about would be that throughout the series there have been 95 companions, which which have been which were 57 women, 32 men, and 6 robots or droids. Those have been throughout the series, although also the series up to now have included 35 seasons, although the 36th season is coming out this April. So in the 36th being the 10th of the reboot series. So making the the classic series to have 26 seasons, and the reboot to have 9. Doctor Who is truly an amazing series that is filled with excitement and, and, and filled with historical events and aliens and everything in between that is truly fascinating. And in a sense, it is truly a remarkable series and is a great example of science fiction today. Thank you for your time.